All right, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use our Google Business Leads tool to generate some leads right off of Google's business listings, or you might also know them as Google Maps. To use this feature, it requires that you first have gotten a Google API key and entered it into our software, which you can see instructions on how to do that in a previous video. And then optionally, you might also want to go into your Google account and enable a quota cap on your Google API usage, just to control costs so that you don't exceed whatever budget amount you might have sent with them. But that's an optional step. But presuming you've done both of those steps, you can go ahead and click on the from your dashboard the Google Business Leads tool, and you'll see this tab. The first field we've already filled with our Google API key. Next, we're going to create a new list. So I'm going to call this Demo Google Leads will be the name of this list. You can give it a description if you like. And then there are two required fields, a location and a keyword. Now for my location, since we have correctly connected with Google, you'll see that this auto completes the location. So let's say in our example here that we were looking for pet supply stores in Chicago, Illinois. So for enter my location, I'm going to type in CHI and begin to type Chicago. You'll see that it auto completes and it continues with Chicago. If I wanted to, I could add additional locations. So maybe Aurora, Illinois, which is nearby Chicago, I think. You could add as many locations as you want, but be aware that the more locations you're adding, each time you're putting a second one in here, you're doubling the number of API requests you're making to Google, because it's going to run this same keyword search 1, 2, or more times for each location you put in here. But for this example, and to speed things up, I'm just going to use a single location, Chicago, Illinois. The next thing you will need is a keyword. So I'm going to put pet supply stores. Pet supplies. I could add another keyword here and put pet food. So if you've got one or two keywords of businesses that you're looking to generate a list of, you can enter as many as you like here. But again, the same caveat: the more keywords you put in here, each one of these is going to multiply the number of API requests you make, because it's going to basically do every combination of location and keyword in generating your list. So to speed things up, I'm just going to use a single keyword. And then optionally at the bottom, if you like, you can add these generated leads automatically to one of your campaigns if you wanted to save yourself a manual step later. But I'm going to leave this unchecked because I want to see my results before I commit to adding these folks to a campaign. So once you've got all those fields filled in, optionally I could give my list a description, I suppose, but I'm going to leave it, why not, pet supplies in Chicago. And you hit search. Oops, didn't like my keyword. I think it's because it has multiple spaces in here. How about pet? All right, we'll try that. There we go. Now the software is going to go ahead. It's going to start generating my business Google listings. This list will take a little while to populate because it's pulling from Google. So I can hit the Take Me There button, and it's going to show me my list as it exists right now. But you might want to continue to refresh and revisit that page over the course of some time as it populates. Let's see what I've already got generated in there now. Yeah, I can see that there's no records at the moment. So you can always use this refresh button to see your list populate. I won't make you wait. I'll just edit the video and I'll come back. I'll pop back in once some listings have been generated. Okay, I'm back, and after a few moments wait, I refreshed the page here, and you can see that my demo Google Leads list has now populated. It's got 57 results so far, and all of these results have the term pet, P-E-T, someplace in the business name, Kreiser's Natural Pet, or pet someplace in the listing, be it in the URL. I got the phone numbers for all these folks, and in certain cases, if they've listed their email, if Google Business gave them a rating, or if their customers, rather, had give them a rating, we pull that in as well. In some other fields, you can see that they were all added on this date. And now I can go and start performing actions on these contacts, just like you would with any other, sending them texts, emails, SMS, etc., etc. All right, so that's how our Google Business Leads feature works, and hopefully it helps you get lots of new customers.